Alright guys, the game we're taking a look at today is Kayak Vr Mirage on the PSVR2. This is a game that has only existed on Steam VR or the PC platform, not something that's been ported over to the Quest or anything like that. And it makes sense because the graphics in this game, as you guys are looking at here, are kind of insane. And this is what it looks like in the headset. Just because you're seeing this video, it's not being faked or anything. You guys are going to see gameplay from me. I'm going to try to portray it as much as possible, but the graphics in here are really cool. It's all about kayaking in these scenic environments, seeing the wildlife, seeing birds, penguins, all these kinds of things, exploring. And then there's also racing modes that you can do in here where you're trying to race against ghosts of your friends and stuff like that. Really, really cool stuff. And I want to show you guys the physics of this game and just what a showcase this is for PSVR2. The fact that it's this as good as a PC VR version, or even better in some circumstances, depending on what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with Kayak Vr Mirage, and I'm really excited to show this game to you guys. This is a game that has existed on PC. It never came out on the Quest or anything like we talked about. It came straight from the PC, and I'm here to tell you guys that this game looks pretty much just as good as the PC version. As somebody who's rocking a 4080, it looks just as good. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. In fact, I have a couple of things that add on to this experience that make it even better on the PSVR 2. First thing we're going to talk about is the haptics of this thing. When you put your arm in the water like this, I can actually feel the haptics on the controller, which is really cool. Right there. Really, really cool that I feel like the water every time I hit the haptics like this. It's really, really cool. And also the fact that they have head haptics too, so the headset will rumble if you hit onto something, or something happens in the scenery, which we might see during the gameplay here. So that's really cool. Of course, you have the bigger FOV, and of course you have the physics. You guys can see how good the physics of the water actually look on here. I think it looks fantastic. And then we have the nature of the fact that this is an OLED screen, so the colors look really vibrant and it looks great. And of course the load times too. The load times on this thing are crazy because of course it's on a PS4 SSD. Even though I have my Steam VR catalog on an SSD, it's still not as fast as what this game just loaded when I first booted it up, which is always nice to actually see. So let's go ahead and press the X button here so we can start. So this game is all about, it's like a relaxing experience. It's obviously a kayaking adventure, and there's 4 different areas you can go on. As you can see here, these are Costa Rica, Antarctica, Norway, and Australia. And each one of these you can actually go into and either race, free roam, and tour. There's also a shop that you can unlock different skins for your paddleboard by just playing the game. There's different hats, there's inflatables you can mess with by the pool, which is really cool. There's different kayak skins as well, so you can go ahead and go for that. And you get that by just traveling sea miles. There's lessons you could take, which I've already taken, and then it tells you how many kilometers you've actually traveled today if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and start showing you free roam first. And then each one of these usually has a day and a night cycle. I'm going to go ahead and show you the day first, and then they usually have a starting point. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the jungle here and show you guys what we have going on. As you can see, this is loading up into here. And you can see how fast that loaded, guys. That was like, what, 5-6 seconds? Loads a lot longer on my PC, even though I have a SSD and a 4080 and all that stuff on my PC. So the PS5 SSD, as usual, is what it is. But look how crazy this looks, guys. I don't know how much it comes across on video here, but this looks outstanding in the PlayStation 4. I mean, this looks really, really good. Literally looks photorealistic. The water looks amazing. The ripples of the water as you do that. I mean, look at how good that looks. You could see all of the shadows there in the background, the water, everything, obviously, and this just looks outstanding. But it doesn't just look outstanding, as you guys are about to see here. Let's go ahead and turn this thing around here. Sitting in a chair is actually a little hard because then I keep hitting into my handles. I'm going to move my chair, move up in the chair a little bit. But the kayaking in here, you can even the physics are really good. I just pushed off the sand, and you can push your boat off of there, which kind of makes it realistic. And look at just the way, and you don't know what you're going to find. There's animals in here. There's different wildlife you're going to find. Look at the birds up there that really make you feel like this thing is alive. Hey, there's a fish in there, as we just see right there in the corner, little fish over there. So there's different wildlife that you find. Look at the way that the trees move that make everything look lifelike and stuff. The music is really good in here. This is just a great experience. Is it Is it a hardcore game where you're going to spend like, 40 hours in here? Absolutely not, but it's definitely a showpiece for PSVR, and I think it's a relaxing experience, and there's a lot of things to explore, and sometimes you come in here and you see animals you haven't seen before, and it's just surreal to kind of just chill here, relax. There's another fish coming underneath us. Here we go. He's underneath the boat right now. And I want to get to a section of in here to show you guys what the trees and stuff do in here, because I just think everything in here looks fantastic. Like I said, even everything in the physics. If I hit this paddle right up against the rocks there, pushes me right off of there just like you would expect in real life, and it works extremely well. There's another fish over there in the corner. We're catching a lot of fish today. So let's go through this little area here just to show you guys what I'm talking about on how great this looks. So coming into here, look at these leaves. Everything in physics, look at this. If I hit this with the paddle, everything reacts the way it's supposed to. It just looks surreal. Look at that. While you hit that in the water, all of this just flapping the way it's supposed to be. Getting a little stuck, so let's just push off of there. Everything that you would expect to work in physics is working in here. The way everything flaps. I'm a little stuck in here right now because this is a small space, but it feels surreal. This looks just as good as, like I said, as the PC, and this is definitely a game that you would never see on the Quest. I don't know how they would ever make this run, or if it did, it would look like complete garbage, which would take away from the whole point of this game, which is why it's never come out on the Quest, you would suppose. But yeah, this is one of the first levels. There's a lot more to explore. You saw that we can get to a beach by just traveling. I don't want to spoil everything for you, but there's a lot of things. The sound effects are really cool. It looks like you can feel like there's like birds up there, insects, whatever it may be, floating about, and this looks fantastic in here on the OLED screen. But let's go ahead and hit the start button. Let's go ahead and switch to another one. Let's go to, let's do a tour this time. So this is where you don't have to row or anything. It kind of just takes you on a tour. But let's do it at nighttime, because there's something I want to talk about at nighttime with Kayak VR while this goes on a little adventure here. So this is cool if you want to showcase it to someone, maybe your friends or something, and you don't want to actually have the controllers in your hand and they just want to relax. So as I'm looking here in here, this looks fantastic at night. I will say it just like before. It looks fantastic, but there is something you will notice if you look for it, and it won't take that long for you to notice, and that's something that is happening that people aren't talking about on the PSVR too much, especially in early reviews, which is like this film grain type of texture thing that's happening in front of me right now that's really noticeable usually in dark games, depending on what's going on in the scenery like it is right now. And that's not something that this is the first game. I've played 6 or 7 games on the PSVR2 so far, and this is the only one where I could easily notice it only at night. Like the previous level I just played, I haven't noticed it, but in dark scenes like this, if I stop and stare and look for it, I can see like the film grain that is kind of in front of it. It's like a film grain texture thing, and that is not like an issue with your headset. That is the nature of how OLEDs work. It's the way that the arrangement is on the OLEDs. They all kind of do this. Some are worse than others, and depending on what's on the background and how dark it is, it may show some kind of those reflections on here, just so you guys know. So, I mean, it doesn't take away from the experience. Oh, there's a bird coming right. Oh, he's coming that way. I thought he's coming towards us. It doesn't take away from anything. I think most people who come into this VR headset who aren't even VR enthusiasts may not notice it off the bat. Some people will. I think this is the most egregious that I've noticed it in any game so far, was just in this nighttime scene right here. The other games that I've played are either barely noticeable or not noticeable at all. Like I said, it usually depends on how dark things are and what's hitting in the background. But let's go ahead and pause this as well. I don't need to show you guys the whole entire thing, but let's do a race. So here now, what you can do is you can race against ghosts. So it's not multiplayer, live multiplayer. That's something that they're touting that it's coming eventually. But you can do on each one, there's different tracks. You can see that there's a lighthouse and a coastline. You can do it either during the day or at night, whatever you want it to be. I'm going to do the coastline during the day. And you have leaderboards, and you're playing against ghosts and stuff, which is really cool. I'm probably going to be bad at this because, controlling the kayak is still something I'm getting used to, and playing it on a chair, this might get in the way a little bit, especially when you're trying to speed up. But you can see right here, another fish over there. So let's go ahead. You can see some of the ghosts in front of us. Some of them. Why did this turn so much this way? How did that happen? I don't even think that counts. Hold on. Let's just restart that real quick. I don't know how I moved all the way to the left so much there. That was interesting. Let's try to rock these back a little bit. See if we could do this a little bit better. There we go. Oh, I know what I did. I twisted that. No! Damn it! Now I got stuck on these rocks. I told you this was going to be terrible. I mean, I thought I would at least make it through the actual rings, but I'm definitely losing against all the ghosts, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, I didn't even see that that one was over there. I am a clown. Guys, we're going to do this one more time. There's no way I'm going to showcase this being this bad. We're going to try this one more time. Like I said, the controls in here are fun, but they definitely take some getting used to. You might think I'm doing this terribly, but if you get in here and try this, this is definitely not the easiest to control and actually try to do it fast. You've got to get used to the kayak controls, and even though I've played this game a lot, it's still hard. Turn. Turn. There we go. Turn. Turn that way. Oh no, I turned too much. Definitely turned too much. Like I said, this is hard. But the point is that first of all, this is a workout, and second of all, it's just a ton of fun. I can't wait to. There's a lighthouse right there. I can't wait to play this with friends online and be bad with people live. And luckily, it's just ghosts right now, so no one knows how bad I am except you guys who are watching this. Oh, went the wrong way. No, turn. Oh, god damn it. I don't know what it's gonna do if I missed one. Oh, I got it. I just hit the pole. Now we need to bounce away from this. And we're stuck. Well, this is a great showing. But, you guys get to see what this looks like here. Let's do some speed up here. My arms are definitely getting a workout. Oh no, turn the wrong way again. Gotta get used to it. Gotta push away, or we can just roll backwards. You guys are probably laughing at me with the struggling that I have going on right now. Alright. And of course I would pick like the longest race too, because the other one was definitely not this long. Which is pretty funny in its own right. Get it? Get it? Alright. A little turn there. Alright. And we're doing terrible again. Obviously, a race should not be this slow. But, gotta do what we gotta do to at least finish it. Oh, there's the end. Oh wait, no, that's not the end. I'm not even sure how long this one is. But, I am tired. Especially more tired when you're not doing it very well. What the hell did I just hit? Did I just hit a rock? Oh boy. I think the finish line is right there. But damn, this is tiring. A lot of fishes in the water. Turn our boat this way. They do have a good tutorial on how this game actually plays, but just because you could do a tutorial doesn't mean you could do a race. I can maneuver just fine, but racing is a whole different ball game. Hey, we got the finish line. Oh, and I think I just broke my stick. Yep. Or at least that's the noise it's making. And here we go, crossing the finish line as last could be. Hope you guys enjoyed me struggling throughout that whole entire thing, how terrible I was. At least I didn't come in dead last in global leaderboards. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Awesome, fantastic. That was as bad as it got. But still a ton of fun and a really good workout. But this is a game that's definitely a showpiece for PSVR2. I really like this game. I don't do the races a lot. I usually just kind of explore, chill out, kayak myself. I like the fact that they added the free roam for those of you guys who want it. Obviously, it's cool that you can unlock things as you keep doing things. It gives you an incentive to kind of, you know, unlock things and do things. The dev has said that they're going to add a lot of features into this game, like live multiplayer. They want to make it more expansive, and I hope that they add even more things going on while you're just exploring, like more fishes, more animals and stuff to the existing ones, because they are cool to see, and I want more live events to be happening while you're just exploring, whether it be, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever they want to add, whether it's live animals or just live things happening, maybe someone jumping off a cliff, I have no idea. Whatever, to just keep the thing more alive and stuff. But what here is really cool, and it's an outstanding showpiece for PSVR2, and it is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what the dev does with this next. I've loved it on PC, and I loved it even more in the PSVR because of the PSVR features, the haptic feedback on the headset when you hit into the rocks and stuff, the water, the way it feels when you're rowing on the haptic controllers here, all of that feels fantastic, and makes it an even better experience. The OLED displays and stuff make it even better than it is on PC, and the graphics are either on par or really close to being on par. Nothing that I'd notice and go, oh damn, I wish I could play this on PC. Like, that's sometimes what happens when you play games on Quest. You're like, oh, I can't, this looks really good on Quest for what it is, but I want to play the PC VR version because it looks a lot better. On here, I don't feel that. This feels exactly like the PC version. So fantastic feat by the devs and what they're doing in here. Guys, if you guys have any questions, as always, leave those questions down below, and if not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.